Vinia.
There we go.
Not Lydia, it was Lavinia. Yes, Lavinia Gardner. Okay. Yeah, so you now have, she still has, since this is still technically right after, the events, she still has, like, strange runes carved into her body. But they're not deep enough to, like, actually cause damage. Like, yeah, she has some blood on her and everything, and she's walking around in her, like, black clothing / robe thing. But, otherwise, yeah, you are standing on the outskirts of what was formerly her family farm, which has reduced itself to a pale, colorless ash that is currently raining from the sky after the tumultuous events of the evening before. What would you like to do?
Well, that was wild.
I guess we go home now.
I kind of
wonder if we can just give this land to the,
to
the hags.
To the hags! Oh my gosh, I guess you're right.
I mean, just fucking dump it off on.
It's all gloomy now. You like that kind of stuff, right? There you go. Take it. Take the gloomy land.
You freaks are into that shit, right?
Yeah.
Yo, you're into that shit, right? No. Well, maybe you should be. I mean, yeah. So Lavinia's sitting there, being like, "Well, that was my home."
Was.
It's not anymore.
Oh wait, yeah. You've already said you were gonna take care of her, so she's like, "So." She kind of stands up and dusts off some of the ash that was formerly her home. What do you guys do exactly?
We run a whorehouse.
Well, see, I
Tax collection.
rescue people from certain doom like yourself.
Okay, well that's something, she says. She's like, are we going somewhere? Like, what's going on here?
I don't even know. What the hell are we doing?
What
were we doing again, guys?
What was the original mission?
I don't remember.
No, this was a side
I remember.
mission,
Technically, the original mission was supposed to be something that involved.
Oh, we need to go to the freaking land that we bought. Or that was bestowed. No, the land that was bestowed to Andrew for winning the tournament.
Oh, okay. I guess you can head there. That's certainly fine.
I mean, that's the only thing that you were hinting at towards last time.
Yeah, I think there was something that involved Parika, the goddess of poison and medicine and whatnot, but then you guys got mad about that, so I had to make something up. That's how this whole shit eventually started.
That's right, yeah.
So
we were all like, F that woman.
it wasn't even her, it was to help out, like, someone who followed her, and you're just like, fuck that! And I'm like, okay, well, I need a mission, and this was my brilliance.
I forgot about that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Okay. So I guess you are on. I mean, do you return to the village? Like, what are you trying to? What are you?
I mean, do we have to like go return to?
You have to refer to at least the Akros, because I remember this was to the west, and like your land is to like the northeast of Akros.
Right, so we have to go back anyway to like collect whatever, or I don't know, the whole reason why we came out here.
You technically solved this mission, but like the people of this town have no idea what the fuck was going on. So I mean, you can figure that out for yourselves.
Well, there was,
it's natural gas coming from the ground.
It's swamp gas. There's no such thing as UFOs. It's just swamp gas.
Guys, relax. It's just weather balloons. Nothing to worry about.
They probed mine. It's a weather balloon.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
the fucking government now, yo, look, these actual UFOs we've declassified. We're like, yeah, we don't care.
In the meantime, while we're deciding, I'm just literally laying, like, not spread eagle, but, like, I look like I'm doing a snow angel in the ashes, because I'm so pooped.
Which is
Just laying
understandable.
there.
You just had an encounter with a color. Yeah.
Guys, just get me when it's time to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Just a little pooped.
Bro, I had to fight purple.
I just pick him up and throw him over my shoulder. It's like, we're going.
Just you fought. What did you fight? I fought the color purple. The entire.
Is that what this was all?
It was just a color.
No, what is that the name of what you ripped off?
No, it's the color out of space.
Color what? What is
The
it
color out of space. It's a Nick Cage film. It's also a short story by
H.P. Lovecraft.
H.P. Lovecraft. There's the IMDb page. Yeah, it's a good movie. You should watch it if you haven't seen it.
It is a
Probably
good
will.
movie.
Yep, it's my. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like, oh my god, it's my favorite movie. But
Are there
it's a really-
satyrs in this one?
No.
No. I
Dude, that's gonna be my biggest disappointment. Is there's not gonna be any satyrs.
there is a
There's Tommy Chong.
Will,
Tommy
I
Chong's
now,
a satyr.
I now know what cult of Christianity I'm joining. The cult of the Chad Mary. I'm now just picturing. I'm just now picturing like Virgin Mary, like with Jesus laying in her lap, like after he was crucified. She just has like the ouch like the ouch like wife beater and like the pointy hair.
Listen,
But,
regardless of how you feel about religion, the memes are always just.
I'll
on
say
point.
this:
Always
people
so
ignore how
good.
people ignore how fucking great like Christian mythology is. It is so fucking lit, and people just ignore it. They're just like, "Geez," it's like, no, I want to listen to like the war between angels that happened. It's just fucking sick. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where you guys are going. Like, you guys, I guess if you're going to, like, back to town or to, like, your land, you can just...
Is there anyone we report the fact that there was this strange shit happening with their
There is an
tomatoes?
entire village of people who were like, yeah, there's some fucked up shit going on over there, but they didn't really know what was going on.
Right, but like...
You probably could tell, like, you know, the mayor or, like, you know, someone in charge who was there.
Okay, onward. Maybe we can get some dough.
Okay, I don't remember jack shit, so I will follow.
I mean,
Away, chariot!
Yeah.
That's...
I just imagine you're just like a wet rag over my shoulder and just like away.
Okay,
A
so
cooked lasagna noodle.
it's several miles down the road from the edge of the
You go,
farm
follow. Follow Cat.
to the village. There's you arrive in the village, and people's reactions are in general a little bit shocking. Not because you came back, but because there's a girl with runes carved into her body. And she's actively in the process of, like, you know, bleeding, like, walking with you.
Who's got the Healy mans? Somebody do the thing.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, because
yeah.
you're the
Can you,
magic
like,
horse.
Can you cure her so her shit don't look like she's gonna die?
Alright, so I have to take back what I said about not remembering shit, is I'm pretty sure I've already done this.
Oh.
I remember specifically
You
doing
may
this
have-
like
alright,
immediately.
If you feel like, I'll say this is benign enough that I don't give a shit if you have or have not. If you say, hey,
No, I vividly remember doing this, like, as soon it was brought up that she, like, was injured / cut or whatever. I vividly remember already taking care of this.
Okay, so in that case, yeah. So you walk into town, and people are just kind of like looking at you, kind of a little bit confused as to why you're walking in with the farmer's daughter, who they would be familiar with. This isn't exactly like a large town, but yeah. Do you go to anyone in particular, or like who are you going to?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not in control of where I move at this moment.
That's true. Maybe try to find like a head farmer or a mayor or something. I don't know.
I feel like I need to give you like guys like a Salim, so you can have like a distinct party leader, because I don't know who the party leader is in this group. I think it's technically Andrew.
Technically,
Right?
but I'm just not. I'm not great at that, I guess. Not like this character is not great at that because he's just like, go kill things and I'm a lion.
My
I'm a
character
lion.
like wants to, but he's like not like
I like.
intimidating
We're just
enough.
all so passive. We're just like the most passive party ever. Just be like,
the
what do
thing
you
is that my character wants to like basically be North, but isn't.
He's like, I want to be a Chad, but I can't. The Chad, man, I wish I was cool. You're a gigantic lion man. You already
It's like,
are
yeah,
cool.
whatever happened on last episode, that I pulled that solely out of my ass.
Being
Probably
a Chad.
won't happen again, so don't expect. There's, yeah. So.
All right.
Okay, so, yeah, you still haven't told me where the fuck you're going. You're just wandering. You've wandered into town, and you have a farmer's daughter. And
Well, where did we initially meet the mayor?
I think he was just like at his like town hall, which would probably be like the town center. It's probably like the big
That's
building.
what I
Well,
said.
well, let's go
said
see-
that.
I'm sorry, you're not the party leader, so I disregarded you.
Oh.
So, in that case, yes, you head to the center of town and you enter. You see his secretary be like, "Oh, hello, you've returned, Lavinia. Good to see you. It's been some time." She goes, "Oh, thank you, Miss Baker." She says, "She's like, yeah, these guys did a thing." She points to them. I don't. She just kind of shrugged her shoulders, be like, "I don't know what to do. My house kind of exploded." She's like, "What happened?" She says, and she looks to you guys because you're, adults and not a teenage girl. So
I guess I'm gonna walk up and explain the whole thing in detail.
Put
Okay.
you down on the. I put you on the floor.
she's
I
She's
wobbly
kinda-
make myself away over there like, excuse me, lady, this is what happened.
I'm glad you finally found the Femskaven.
The what?
Fucking Will's posting
In
Femskaven.
all eventuality, I was meant to find it. That's how this
I know.
works.
Yeah, the only problem, I put it this way, I wish they looked like that. That'd be the dream, but
I mean,
Yes.
I'd swing. Left click, left click, left click. Doesn't matter. I still need to finish the mission. Sorry.
sorry. Yeah. Oh yes.
Just
no,
grenade.
just keep swinging harder.
Just get a mesh replacement for your weapon. There aren't enough mods for that game. The official ones are all like trash too. Do nothing.
So I told her what happened.
She kind of sits there with like kind of a little bit wide-eyed, like nodding her head, like, "What the fuck are these people?" Actually, roll me diplomacy. Maybe your silken smooth words are enough to convince her that you're not fucking crazy.
It's not diplomacy. It would be like charisma check or something.
Charisma.
Oh, Will, stop.
I can't believe Tom Wiseau posted a picture of himself twice.
Let's see.
I don't like the fact that like
You're getting distracted.
Yes,
Correct.
stop doing things.
You've got
19.
Okay, that's pretty good. She's like, let me talk to the mayor really quick. I don't even know if I named the fucking mayor.
Name is Bob.
Everything can be named Bob.
There can be more than one, like, same name. Like, hey, that's Bob, and that's Bob in the next town.
Bobtown.
Okay, so she's gone for a few minutes. You hear him just be like, "What? What the fuck are you talking?" Like he just kind of like stammers, and you can hear him clearly through the door. And he goes through the door and be like, say. Okay, so he comes out of his office and goes to them and goes like, "Can you explain that again really quick to me?" I'm assuming you do.
So I do it more slowly this
Okay.
time.
Purple came from the sky, and then it turns. Then it turns.
I do it more slowly and explain it as if I was explaining it to a 3-year-old.
Okay, and he kind of goes there and goes. He kind of nods his head and is like, "All right,
He's like, look, dude, I almost died."
There was some." He's like, "I can't say I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. It's strange that this kind of thing could even happen. I mean, it just seems so unnatural. Like, you'd think that the gods would protect us from such a strange event of whatever this was, but I can't help but believe what you're telling me. You have no reason to lie to me, and with what we saw occurring beforehand, this seems just par for the course, so to speak. All right. We don't have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of money to repay you. I can probably scrounge together something. I can probably scrounge together some things from the coffers.
I mean,
please excuse me. What are we about to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say if we can just get her some better shit to wear, so that way we don't have to,
Of course, I'll send out a runner to get her some clothing. I will be back. Are you taking charge of this girl?
Yes.
Okay. Very well
She
then.
doesn't get herself killed.
I can. That is reasonable. She can probably have a better life on the road than she could in such a small town. I'll return shortly. You can hang out for a
As
little
long
bit.
as she doesn't have any.
She has literally the clothes
name.
on her back. She doesn't have anything. She has that in her name.
No. I mean, as long as she's okay with that. I mean, I don't want to take her.
She's like, yeah, I've wanted to get out of this shitty town for pretty much forever.
Right.
So
Let's go.
All right. So I mean, do you want to do anything in the next you have a couple 2 or 3 hours to kill until they prepare everything?
What time is it?
It was pretty early in the. It was morning. It's probably 10 o'clock right now.
Okay. Breakfast?
Yeah.
Wanna get some breakfast, kid?
Yeah.
Breakfast does sound good. Lavinia kind of nods her head a little bit.
Yeah. Let's fill our bellies up.
Okay. There is a local tavern / food hall that is well stocked. Breakfast.
Yes.
All right. Are you? So yeah, you walk in, and it's they're pretty much the the hostess who would be holding the thing, and she goes. And she basically knows who you are. She goes, "Oh, I was expecting you. The mayor's already told me. Breakfast is on the house." She comes out. Do you want anything in particular?
Pancakes.
Everything.
A whole stack of pancakes.
She nods her head and yeah, she brings out a pretty large, extravagant breakfast. You get your bread and wine, of course. You get pancakes. You get fruit, things of that nature. Really, and it's all in the house. It's a pretty fabulous meal. Not gonna lie. Do you want to do anything else before you have time, or are you just gonna enjoy your delicious breakfast?
Enjoy it. Savor it.
Enjoy it. I guess I'll ask Lavinia, was there anything you wanted to do in this town before we hell out.
She's like,
Not
yeah,
Or you never
leave."
see it again.
There's nothing really. There's nothing to really do in this town. Why do you think I turned to witchcraft?
Fair enough.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I was just bored.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to make like a decent witch in this fucking game. But is there a witch class? No, that's only Pathfinder.
She could basically be a warlock.
She could be. She would need to like dedicate herself to something. I'd have to.
Well, we can go to whatever the next biggest town and get some stuff for her to learn.
I can figure that out.
Send her to Hogwarts.
Pretty much. What school are you in?
No, we'll just have the fucking witches teacher. Easy peasy. It's like free daycare, bro.
The amount. If you could just imagine like a spit take that lasts like 20 minutes, that's basically what just happened.
It's called a burst pipe, like the one you witnessed many moons ago.
just
All right, All right, I'm heading out. You gotta leave. We walk out the door. Just a fucking river. Okay, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Can I stay for another couple hours? Yeah, sure. Why? I can't ford the river. I don't have a big enough. I don't have a big enough caravan.
I don't have a sturdy enough fucking wagon to cross the river.
I need a galleon to cross this. Gonna need the Nina the Pinta and the fucking Santa Maria. All right, so yeah, you have a very hearty breakfast, and yeah. So a few hours later, after you've consumed your delicious breakfast, the mayor comes back and he goes, "I know this isn't much. I collected what I could. We're not a very rich village." He's like, to split among yourselves, it's 600 gold. He's like, I wish I could offer more. I don't really have. He's like, if I had any more. We also have some food from the recent harvest. So you can. He basically gives you guys a donkey that is loaded up with fucking food. Just treat it as like just 30 days of rations essentially for all of you. So it's just a fuckload of food.
All
And he's
right,
like,
Lavinia can ride the donkey.
this is acceptable. That's funny considering the movie she actually rides a horse, but
Not anymore.
The donkey.
that's it. The donkey's name is Comet.
Comet.
That's the name of the horse in the movie.
How many
so-
days did you say it was?
Like 30 days each.
Alright, I have
Oh, wow.
literally like 40 days of rations.
Exactly. You guys will eat like kings, bro.
And what was it, 200 gold each?
Yeah, it's a total of 600. You can split it however the fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna give my... So that would be 200 each? No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna give my 200 to Lavinia.
Oh, aren't you nice?
Yeah. She thanks you for it because this is more money than she's ever seen in her entire life, and is enthralled by the concept of having money.
Now you can afford Hogwarts tuition.
She also gets she specifically gets a few sets of clothes and like a backpack with like basic with some basic like supplies like a bedroll and tent and whatnot that you would need.
Is the gear that she has basic? Like, where will I need to upgrade her?
I mean, I'll say this as a spellcaster, and I totally forgot to actually like stat give her anything. I'm gonna have to use. I have enough sidekick related material that I'll be able to actually have her be like a really nice little sidekick for you. But she can do some general magic. And she's definitely some semblance of arcane sidekick, so she won't be as powerful as just having a wizard in your party. But the fact of the matter is that she counts as a person who exists in your party, and also the fact that you guys have no magic, like arcane magic, on your own means she's kind of incredibly useful.
Is she our new Greg? Is that what we're filling in?
I'll say this: she's not a tank build in the slightest because she's.
No, I'm saying as a fourth player or a fourth.
She's not even.
combatant.
I mean, I'll say this: maybe if I end up statting her up enough, then yeah, I could have her be a pseudo Greg. Otherwise, she's more of like a half character who can fill in the role of like, oh, you need some magic bullshit done. That's more arcane than divine magic. Congratulations.
I have a question.
Yep.
Can I wield 2 shields? Considering one is one-handed.
Why would you?
Hold, just hear me out.
Yeah, theoretically, yeah. That's never.
Because I'm looking at like what I've been able to do with this character, and like dealing damage is not it. I'm not. It ain't a chief. So why not just get the extra armor class bonus, and just use like cantrips all day? Just heal. I've given up on attacking. It's on you two guys now. I will give you buffs.
Maybe your sick charge though, and your ability to get +10 on any roll.
Yeah, I can charge with my shields and shield bash them probably. And then also just have a higher armor class. Like I literally could have like 22 armor class.
This is hilarious. Big brain plays.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, hold on. A shield gives you +3, so I'd have another +3 and I'd 24 AC.
Oh my god.
And I'd still be able to do damage. And I have my spiritual sword, which ends up hitting more than I do anyway. I could just cast that and just sit behind 2 shields. I'd still have to go... Oh, it's because I have a +1 shield, so it wouldn't be +3, it would be +2. But still. Unless I got another +1 shield.
Well, looking at the rules for dual-wielding shields, this appeared, and I love it. Someone needed a bugbear model.
Hey, man. If it works, it ain't stupid.
And not gonna lie, that's fucking good.
That's actually really good.
Like, once you look around, like, the fact that he's, like, holding the skulls and the eyes got redone and everything, like, that looks
like,
really
if I had seen that, the rightmost image before the left, I wouldn't even have known.
You wouldn't have blinked. You would have been like, yeah, that's a cool looking model.
Face a little goofy, but whatever, and then, like, you wouldn't know. And the base is completely different, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, completely made a new base. Good. That's really good. Based.
Actually, I'll show you the best model of all time. The best redone model.
D&D dual wield shield.
Yeah,
I can't be alone in thinking this.
Someone's looked it up, and I'm trying to see if anyone has like rules for it, or if there's even like remotely stuff for it.
Okay. I feel like it's going to be one of those...
it even says in the armor section you can only benefit from 1 shield at a time. I could imagine, though, with some feats, yeah, you could probably do it. And you know what? I wouldn't be that opposed to it.
I was going to say, like, it could come down to a DM thing. Like, what do you have to lose by not... What do you have to gain by not letting me do wield shields and gain the bonus in both?
It would be funny, and it would just make it... I would say you'd be,
If anything would force me to stick with... like the more like
the only thing that's annoying is that it straight up says in the like it just makes you really hard to hit because you're already pretty difficult to actually hurt. You just don't have a big health pool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can hold 2 shields at once, but it seems you only benefit from the AC once, which seems to be the problem with it. Because it's straight up and in 5th edition it prevents you from using somatic components. That's actually really annoying. That actually. Because you can't raise your holy symbol.
Well, I'll leave it to you if you want to think about it.
I'll mull it over. I'll say this: it's damn funny, and I
feel like it would just be funny to do.
I might have to make a make you like a custom weapon or something like that.
Like some sort of like weird variant sword shield combo.
Yeah, which would be like authentic, and it might not give +2. It might only give like +1, but it's a free armor. But at the expense of the fact that you don't get that, like I could do something like that. But like, that's me going to have to be like, is this really that abusable? And then also the question it comes down to, is it worth it?
Well, figure out the logistics later.
Yeah, that's a later thing.
Yeah. Because I don't have another shield anyway, so.
Yeah, this place probably isn't going to have them because this is a poor farming town, and their concept of like, oh, you have a weapon? Yeah, I've got a pitchfork at home. Maybe one guy who's a former soldier might have like a short sword.
What if that pitchfork is a +3 though?
Plus 3 pitchfork is like 1d6 damage. Actually, 1d6 plus 3, but takes 2 hands to use. That could be something. That would be interesting at least.
When the fuck did we get platinum?
I probably gave it to you as
Yeah, for defeating the 2 guys that were cursed, like the big like satyr looking thingies.
Yeah.
Because we have fucking 18, or at least I have 18,842 gold, equivalent of all my currencies combined. Holy shit!
Yeah, I have like 5,000 GP and 400 platinum.
What? You 400 platinum? I have got
Seth,
to burn
I have
through
1,200 platinum. That's a majority of my currency is 1,200.
Because I have 400 platinum, 2,200. 2,200.
Oh, unless it was split.
Thankfully, I have given you the money pit that exists in the form of running a town.
Yeah, that's true.
Which can be vastly improved over time, and if you can hire more workers for it, then you can probably get it done in shorter than like the 90 days that, like, I think I had it set as a base.
Yeah, maybe you put in a whole 12,000 when you were really supposed to get 400.
The thing is, I would have asked. I always ask.
But it doesn't make
So
sense
did you guys put it? No, but did you guys put it in wrong? Because I wouldn't have put the full 1,200. Because I always ask, is that divided up or not? Because then I would have been like, okay, 400.
Yeah, but we each have 400. You're the only one that has different.
That is a good point. I might have said 1,200, and you might have thought each.
Yeah, I was probably still on...
But
400 sounds a little more reasonable.
If it's 400 each, that adds up to 1,200.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But I feel like I wouldn't have put 1,200 unless it was...
Mind, even with just 400, that is still, as I would define it, simply a fuckload.
Yeah, that got a little confusing. I don't know. Either way, like, it's still worth a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can buy, like, a loaf of bread in Jesse's campaign with that, so... It's pretty
Yeah, that's like a day or two's worth of food, so...
Yeah. A mediocre room in a tavern, maybe like a mug of like their shit craft beer.
With 1,200 platinum, you could buy a city.
In yours? No. In this game, yeah. In this one, yeah.
1,200 platinum, you could buy like a major resident. You could buy like a Can I
get my church?
Just you would be close to being able to buy a church. You could though open up an establishment, so you could buy a commercial building. So put like commercial building prices of today into that. So you're buying at least you could almost buy a temple.
Large
it's 150 days for a fucking keep because Jesus Christ, that's expensive.
Hold on. Oh yeah, it's like 50,000 GP. Jesus, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a. Oh wait, it's 50,000. Oh.
Well, I mean, I was reading. I don't know how much it is. D&D 5e temple cost.
Well, there's no exact rules. I'm using a third-party book. A temple costs 8,000 GP. I'll say that. 400. Hold on.
Is it 8,000?
400 flat. 2 gold. D&D 5e. Wealth and money. Okay, so a platinum piece is the equivalent of 10. So it's the equivalent is worth 10 GP. So if you have 400, it's the equivalent
4,000.
of 4,000.
Yeah, 4,000.
And how much is a temple?
A temple is 8,000. So you could buy half a temple though from being built. So bear in mind, like commercial
hold on. If it's 8,000, I have 10,000. Even if I adjust my plat down to 400.
Yeah, so you could build what's actually being built, which is a keep, which is the like military version, which is because it's.
I thought you said the temple was 8K, right?
Yeah, but it's 10K. Yeah.
I have 10K. I have 10,842.
So you could build a temple. So if you told Mr. Black and Mr. Decker to build you a temple, once they're done, they could build you a fucking temple.
Let's go. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it.
It just will take 120 days to do without, like, getting...
How many sessions is that?
Well, judging by how you went through, like, I think it was, like, 3 or 4 days in, while dealing with the satyrs and
Listen, I feel like that should be real time, knowing this campaign. I feel like 100 days has already passed.
100 days, almost done. Like Mr. Black and Mr. Decker just went to fucking town.
They're
Greg just
Amish, alright? Just
They're
I actually saw a fucking thing of like Amish barn raising day. It was a GIF on another server, and I don't remember where it is, so I won't be able to find it. But it was them
like
just
the
putting...
Amish and Family Guy. They just
No, but that's like no, but that's the thing is that's like what it is in real life. Like they had a barn essentially built and most like almost in, like I would say 90% built and like pretty much entirely painted within a day. Like they just all went to work. They took an hour break for lunch, and otherwise they just started and just went to work.
Because what the fuck else are they doing?
Exactly.
They're not getting paid by the hour, so they're not dragging it out. That's what it really is.
Yeah, they're not unionized, so they're not really they're not guaranteed to be paid even if they do shit for work.
Yeah. So.
Like absolutely based Amish. Okay, so yeah, so you have supplies, you have some money. What are you gonna do? What's your plan?
Just go back home.
Okay, you do so. It's a couple of days until you get back to Akros. It's I mean, it was a few days out to here, so you return. Lavinia is pretty much like enthralled with like every time she sees like anything that's remotely new because she's lived in a small farming community.
wait till you have a euro.
I'll take her to get one.
Yeah, so I'm not even. You're not even going to encounter anyone. You guys are fucking scary. People don't pretend not to fuck with you on the roads. So
No,
yeah,
it would just take too long for us to decide if we want to fight them or not.
Fast
We're
travel.
so fucking passive. We're like, I don't know. Where are the? And they're just like, all right, forget it. I'm leaving. Bored.
yeah, you bore the enemies to death.
Critical hit.
So do we need to find Lavinia a place to to go to Hogwarts, or is this gonna be already done and decided by you?
All right, so like one night, like between one night, like when you're like setting up camp and everything before you get back to Akros, you notice you hear what sounds like you hear a rustling in the trees, and what sounds like immense hooves, like pretty much moving through the underbrush. Not a single twig's broken. You just feel the general like shaking of the ground. You're not that heavy.
I was gonna say, are you calling me fat? Rude.
Are we all sleeping?
Whoever's keeping watch, you can take your pick as to who's keeping watch in this campaign. I'll give you a hint. It's probably the elf because you only have to sleep for 4 hours.
So am I up in a tree or just kind of in front of the campfire?
Where do you want to be?
Everyone else is asleep.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Well, we can see if we can wake up.
Congratulations, you're now playing an elf character. You always keep watch.
No, I'm kind of like above, in like, kind of like chilling on a tree branch.
Yeah, you notice. You notice a. Make me a perception check.
Ha ha.
I'm probably still asleep then.
Okay. Jesse, did you roll? No, go.
Nope, not yet. Give me a second.
Yeah, no, you're not rolling.
There you go, 23.
23. Okay, you notice a massive horned figure moving towards you. It is both grandiose and imposing, and yeah, you can. What do you want to do?
Like how far away?
Well, you can see it. So you can barely see the outline, so it's probably greater than your 60 feet of dark vision. So let's assume that he's like 100 feet away.
Okay, is our fire lit?
Probably.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
I'm gonna quickly put the fire out, and then go and wake up the others.
Okay. You do so.
And inform them of what I saw.
Yeah, there's a massive horned figure moving towards you.
Like the giant satyr man?
We don't know. I don't know. It's just a massive horned figure coming. And how big did he look at a greater than 60 feet distance?
Pretty fucking big.
Like, giant sized?
Yeah, like giant size. Like we're talking.
Oh my god! No, don't do it. No, you stop this right now. I know what you're trying to do. You're just making the D&D version of fucking Hagrid, and I hate you.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no!
You are. You're like subconsciously doing it. We just hear glass shatter.
You, not
like
the
a
other way
soft
around.
thud.
I'm not making Hagrid realize what I'm doing. Oh, I'm making Hagrid. Like, not even intentionally.
Like verbatim how the movie plays out.
Yeah, guess what? The senior guy who you met before, Ezra, shows up. It's him, okay? I'm not even gonna hide it. It's fucking Ezra. He's like, oh, hey guys, what's going on?
Hey,
It was always gonna be Ezra.
Hey, people, Ezra here.
Oh, it's just him?
Yeah, of course it is. What's
Okay,
going on, guys?
I'll relight the fire. Jesus Christ, scared the shit out of me.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
Fuck, give me a hit of that shit.
He's sitting there with like he's just sitting there with his pipe. He's like,
take the boof.
Ezra passes you the boof. What do you accept?
Yes. Always accept.
Yes.
Alright.
But I'm like, I asked him, like, as him, you know, whatever. It's just like, well, what are you doing out here?
Oh, well, I was looking for Lavinia. She kind of left all of a sudden. I was gonna say, so, you know, like, I've been teaching you magic for a while, kid. You're pretty good at it. Here, it's like, you don't really need, like, a book for one of these things, but, he, like, reaches into, like, he has, like a kind of a big saddlebag kind of equivalent, but it's, you know, fucking huge because he's huge. And he just kind of hands her a book. He's like, you should, study up on some of this. I got this from somebody who I give my special herb to. Yeah. She paid me with this one time. It's got some pretty good stuff in there. I think you could use it.
So before I walk up and I'm like, does this got any of the same shit that she was using in the last book?
I don't know. I don't really read it, man.
Bro, I can't read.
So he looks at the book and he's like, is this the same book you were using before?
She looks at it and kind of flips her. She's like, no, this is
not the
definitely.
Necronomicon.
I don't want to say no to that statement, but I also don't want to say yes to that statement. She's like, no, this book's definitely different from what I was learning earlier. This is she's kind of looking through it. She's like, this is pretty
you can
complex
have the book,
stuff, Ezra.
but nothing that hurts you or any of us. Okay?
One condition. She's like, I carved runes into my skin one time to try to protect me.
Yeah, how did that end up?
That part didn't cause the bit. She said, kind of like waving a finger at
If you think about it, she got what she wanted. So if anything, the outcome was beneficial. So.
All right, fine. Just be careful, okay? That's all I ask.
She's like, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. So Ezra's kind of looking around. He's like, so where are you guys going?
Home.
Oh, that's
you mean our being built home?
I thought you were going to Akros first.
Home. Were we?
I thought you were going to Akros first. Technically,
back to where we.
You're the big city. I thought you were going to the big city first, and then you were going from there. Is what I thought you were doing.
We could do that too.
It's on the way.
Yeah, it is kind of on the way.
All right.
Well, you don't have like shitloads of food.
We have a donkey of food.
His name is Comet.
Donkey.
I taught him how to shake the other night.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
So yeah, that's where we're heading.
Here you go. Oh God. All right. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the party now. Those satyr girls, they sure know how to party. He puts his boof back in his mouth and turns and starts walking away. He's like, I'll see you guys later. We'll probably meet again.
Bye.
Thanks, I hope
He
not.
kind of like lumbers off into the woods, and it's like
Oh
weird.
god! That
I
dude.
hope I never see you again.
That's so mean.
Bye.
Bro,
You
it's
woke
like
us up for that.
free booth whenever that man is around.
Free move. You're all high. You didn't even smoke. You're just high.
Second hand. That's a
Get
special
an
ability.
AoE high.
He's got that AoE buff.
His fur just smells of it.
Oh, I mean, let's be real here. Satyrs probably don't smell good to begin with.
Really, the booth is his only saving grace.
This one just smells like Bob Marley.
Yeah, and judging by how
Who I have personally smelled.
just bear in mind that he. I don't know. What does that even mean?
He said he smells like Bob Marley. Like, none of us have smelled Bob Marley.
Marley.
Like, what does
Jamaican,
that
bro.
mean?
Well, he's dead now, so he smells like a dead body.
He's Jamaican and he smoked a lot of weed. Duh.
So?
Those are accurate.
Those are facts?
He
Nice.
smells like Seth. Alright? He smells like Seth.
What does that mean?
You smoke weed.
That does, I don't smoke that much. I smoke at night occasionally.
Smoke weed.
Smoke
It's-
weed every day.
He smokes weed, but not every day.
Not every day. Smokes weed most days, but
Smokes weed occasionally.
Smoke weed.
Alright, so
yeah.
is it daytime now? Is it early morning?
Yeah,
or is it back to
yeah.
bedtime?
Obviously, it's back to night, like after Ezra's little intrusion.
How do you fucking find us? This dude's cracked.
Dude, he's Ezra, bro. Like, it's just Ezra. I should mention that that his nickname is the World Walker, but that's about it. He's Ezra the World Walker because I don't think
He just
he's
walks
married.
around getting high all the time.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
life.
that's,
Alright, so it's time to pack up camp.
yeah. So it's hold on. And if you're wondering who in Colorado Space, well, obviously Andrew knows, but this is who he was directly based on. It's
Tommy Chong.
It's Tommy Chong. Picture this man 20 feet tall and covered in hair with horns, and bam, you've got Ezra. That's
Is he wearing a beanie like that too?
he could be. I'm not gonna tell you he's not.
I hope he is.
You can I'll put it this way, I'll allow Ezra passes you the booth. I'm not gonna say that he's not I'm not gonna say that he's not, but he's definitely here. Yeah, it's morning. You can proceed. The rest of the next day and a half of travel are pretty normal. Like as far as like traveling, you see people every now and then. Lavinia's reading her book. It's a good time. Anyways, a little bit after, basically 3 days total after you
How
set
many
out.
rations did we lose?
You've in total 10 split among all, like, actually no, because you've got 12 people, so like it's 12 rations, basically 12 out of your total, but that's out of every person. That's divided among all of you, so it's really 4 each.
Okay.
4 each. Okay, cool.
You know, because of all the times we keep track of rations.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, like,
okay, you,
no offense,
we
you
haven't
spent
really
almost
been.
you've spent almost the entirety of this campaign in a city. Rations have not been a thing you've needed to worry about.
That's true. Okay.
It's almost like it's introducing new mechanics over time.
When can I wall run?
I know
God.
a centaur monk would actually be insane and wouldn't make any goddamn sense, but would be fucking cool as hell. Because with their insane speed movement abilities, they would be incredible. Also, their free charge attack with their hooves. But then also, it would be really silly to see a centaur running on walls.
Yeah, you know what else is pretty fast, but not really very like, I don't know what's the word for it. Dexterous, I could say. It's a fucking M1 Abrams tank.
Yeah, you're right. You're
So-
very accurate.
Speed doesn't mean like agility.
You are correct in that matter.
He can go fast in one direction.
Yeah.
Gotta go
I can free fall pretty quickly, but it's not gonna mean shit when I hit the ground.
Yeah,
If you're a
Andrew knows
monk, you
that
can
too.
as a monk you can actually slow your fall by like grabbing onto walls next to you, which as a centaur would be hilarious.
So did
anyway,
we make
you're-
it to the city yet?
Yeah, you're in Akros. Like you basically like come out over like a hill, and you see the sprawling metropolis that is Akros. It's beautiful and glimmering. I mean, this is what's her name? Zarya's hometown anyway.
Thank you.
This is Zarya's hometown anyways. But like, so it's like she's like, oh, I'm home. But it's like, oh my. But like, Lavinia's jaw just like hits the floor, and she's sitting on a donkey, and just from like, she's never seen like a city this big. So this is an absolute like, fucking crazy to her. Oh my god, it's big. And
They have
crazy.
more than 4 buildings. Woo! This place is
She's like, oh my god, I never thought the big city would be this big.
That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said.
Is the wizard guy with the that was at the tavern? Remember, I left the dice with him. Did he?
I don't remember if he. I
Has
don't
he
remember
been
if he
making out at all?
You don't know. Let me see. Do you know how much she owes you? I don't know if I have that note written down offhand. I know it's a lot. But, you know, he's actually been losing a lot.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, like staggeringly bad luck. Like, no, just no. He's incredibly down on his luck and is incredibly sad. He might not even be playing. Hell, he might just be drinking right now. He's in such a bad mood. He's like, I've been playing so much, and I haven't won a game in like 2.5 days. And before that, it was a lot many more days. I'm on a losing streak, boss. I'm trying. I'm trying real hard.
Nah.
Yeah, he's clearly he's not. He has nothing. He's poor as shit. It's actually quite sad, really.
Alright, here's 50 gold.
He's like, thanks. I'll eat for a few days with this. I also can, maybe hopefully I can win with some small bets. Yana sits there like staring off into the abyss. Maybe I'll play tomorrow. Just staring, like just absolutely dreading like whatever's, like having to play again with how much he's been losing. Yeah. Do you want to do anything while you're in town? You've got vast wealth and resources, and you're on your way to your big town. I mean, to your future town. But yeah.
There any? Can we? Let's see. What do we got here? We got. Can we go to a potion shop and maybe get some healing potions?
Yeah, whatever the fuck you want, dude. This is a metropolis. You've got all the power in the world right now.
I'm gonna go do that.
Potions. I should check and see how many potions I have.
Potions are really handy when you just need to make a fight go on for fucking ever.
Tell me about it.
I will. I did.
I know.
I have, however, no more potions in that campaign, and also, like, no money at the moment. Minus the great wealth of my family, but, like, I don't have access to that right now. My liquid assets are nothing.
Your liquid assets are gaseous.
So yeah, how much are your potions?
What potions do you want?
Just Let's see. I have 0 potions, so just your
Apparently, I also
basic.
have 0 potions.
Well,
I have a greater healing. What are the tiers? Is it healing, and then is it greater healing is the next one?
graders are about
Yeah, how much are your greater healings?
300.
300.
Yep.
I will take. Let's see, 300. I'll take 2.
Okay. Subtract your money and you gain 2 greater healing potions.
I also would like to buy potions.
I am
Okay.
giving one of them to Lavinia.
I would like.
Okay.
I would like to purchase 10.
Very well. You bought out the rest of their stock of greater healing potions.
And it should be 3K, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, because you've purchased so many, they give you a discount. You get it for 2,600.
Okay, so I need to add back 400 then. Woo! Let's get this bread. By bread, I mean potions, greater healing. Alright, add item 10. Oh, that's the max I can add in fucking D&D Beyond anyway, so...
Well, good thing I...
Am I capped at 10 then?
Good thing I hard capped you.
Yeah. I had no choice.
I didn't even expect that, but I guess that can happen.
Oh wait, oh no, I did already
one
have
of those
some.
healing potions.
I already had 3. I didn't see them.
Jeez.
Cause they... Alright, so like, my shield and my sword are listed in green in my inventory. And the potion is also there in green, so... I'm carrying 7 pounds of potions. Alright, I'm not gonna need to buy potions for a while. And
Does Lavinia need any
Holy
weapons
shit.
or anything like that? What does she have?
Lavinia has a book, the clothes on her back, some basic survival necessities, this donkey named Comet, and a book of magic.
Okay, what's the best shit I can get her that she can fucking wear to protect herself? And I don't know.
I'll
does
say
she
this:
use
she
weapons?
would be
Does
under.
she
She would be under. She's under a magic class. You could probably get her like a dagger or a quarterstaff.
Is it like something that could be used as an implement?
Yeah, like really, like wizards and in general, like all of them, like wizard classes can use only the most like rudimentary weaponry, and they don't get like any armor options. And if you're trying to buy like rings of protection, those are like 10K. Rings of protection are super fucking expensive.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. I just want what's gonna be beneficial because I don't know like what her class and stuff actually is. I just want to get her
she's
whatever
gonna
she
probably be a
needs.
side character. I'm probably, like I said, I'll stat her out like tomorrow at work. But
Okay.
like she's probably some brand of magic class, which means that she is which means that her ability to wear armor is none. Clerics don't count because clerics and paladins don't count because they use divine magic. But yeah, for like actual armor for like arcane classes, the answer is none. And she would get to wield like a dagger or a quarterstaff, maybe a crossbow, but that would be about it as far as that goes. And she only has now just recently received a book of magic, so she hasn't really learned like big magic yet.
Okay. I'm just gonna get her a dagger for the time being.
Okay. A dagger is a, solid implement because you can use it for everything.
Yeah. How much is that gonna cost me?
How nice do you want it to be?
Fairly nice.
Okay. Hold on.
Like, imagine me being.
You are ludicrously wealthy.
I want it to show up in, like a nice box too,
Yeah, so you're getting her a masterwork dagger. That's fine. It's
better than my own. Let's say that.
yeah. Okay, hold on. So let me. I have to do some quick math. Okay, it's 305 GP if you want to add a nice box in there. But it's a masterwork dagger. Just write down masterwork dagger.
Okay.
Masterwork basically gives like the +1 enhancement on attack rolls, so it gets like the +1, but it's not considered magical. It's just made really well.
Okay.
That's it. She thanks you a lot and is kind of like shocked that she is given, a free this dagger, and she's very appreciative. She's like, "Oh, thank you. This is like the nicest piece of anything I've ever seen. It's also a knife."
Yeah, just don't carve yourself. Carve your enemies.
I did it one time. Am I never going to live this down?
I just want to reinforce.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's all.
I won't
That's all.
do blood magic. I will try not to do blood magic.
Okay.
I will try not to. Oops, I accidentally did some blood magic.
Oh no, I accidentally did the
Like,
blood
only
magic.
do it if I'm dying.
I mean, okay. Okay.
Alright, whatever. Fine. Just don't hurt yourself, alright? Can you tell I'm great with kids?
You give them a knife. Hold on, I'm gonna go find it. First, well, I'm gonna post this first, but
Is it the... Listen, I've already posted that. You slow as shit, boy. You're like 5 days off of that one.
oh, if the show is called Invincible.
Why can I see him? Yeah, no, that was just... That clip, I can tell you, was just ripped from YouTube, from the channel it came from.
No, that's not what I was looking for. That was something I
No, you're looking for... What do you have in your hand? A knife! No!
Yeah, that's exactly...
Yeah.
Of course. That's exactly,
Yeah, I know. Listen.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, what else am I gonna do when you give a child? Well, she's not a child, but she's a
How old is
teenage
she?
woman. She's
17?
she's like 17, probably 16, 17. She's no less than 16, no more than 19.
Okay.
She's a young woman is the answer. Especially considering this is ancient Greece, like she basically should have already been married off.
Bro, she's middle-aged now.
She's basically worthless at this point. She has no value as a woman because she's unmarried at the age of greater than 12.
What a grandma.
Oh no.
Imagine wanting a hag at.
Well, good thing I'm an elf.
Yeah, everyone's jailbait to you.
So it doesn't matter.
Just remember, whenever you're banging an elf chick, you are probably banging someone's grandma.
Nice.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's just what It's just what happens because you don't know how old they are, and it's just like, oh, this is probably somebody's grandmother because they live forever. All right, so. Okay, so yes, she's incredibly appreciative of the knife you have just given her. It's really well made, and gonna buy anything else while you're here?
Um,
are you gonna buy anything north, or are you just content with your sitting on? Or you're just gonna invest that into
Yeah, no,
company
I'm pretty content. I am pretty content.
I need to buy the shitload of ball bearings that I got rid of. I need to replenish.
Well, not like your primary use for anything, just fucking ball bearings.
Dude, they're so useful.
They are.
They are.
I mean, they're not the most useful item in D&D. The most useful item in D&D is the rope on a rock.
The rope.
the rock on a rope. The second most useful is the 10-foot pole. Yeah, it's. I don't even know what the fucking cost of these fuckers are. They're not that much. 1 GP will give you 1,000.
Cool, I'll take it.
I shouldn't have told you it's that cheap. You just buy like hundreds of thousands.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna buy 3,000 units.
I'm literally gonna buy 5,000, so that way my 5 GP is used up.
You're just kind of like, I'm just picturing you just like walking out of a. You just walk out of like you just like sit there, like everyone's just sitting around like kind of just enjoying themselves. It's a nice busy day in the city. Everyone's shopping, having a good time. Lavinia's like reading her book and is like stunned by like all the buildings and all the people and everything like that. North is just busy, kind of like, he's not sulking, but he's being North. He's being a little bit standoffish. Like Zarya is just like, oh my god, I'm back home. Everyone's like, hey Zarya, how you doing? She's like, oh, how are you? Blah blah blah. And then you just walk into a Blacks and just walk out with just like this enormous bag of ball bearings.
Yeah, can I get some ball bearings? How many? All
10,000.
All of it. Your entire stock.
Actually, you bought 5,000 ball bearings.
I'm not gonna run out anytime soon now.
Dude, imagine just like we just take my bag of holding, put all like the entire stock, this entire city's stock of ball bearings in it, catapult it into like a keep. That keep gets destroyed. That's it. Game over. Just get like
Turns
tactically
into
nuked, literally by like fucking. It's like buckshot for an entire city. Dude, imagine like firing a shell over a city or a town and it's just filled with buckshot.
That's actually
disgusting.
Hold on.
Is there like a spell that makes things grow like really
Oh
big,
my
so you
God.
can just
It's called enlarge.
slingshot ball like
It's called
1,000 ball
enlarge.
bearing, and then you enlarge them on their flight out, so they just rain like a comet storm.
All of these things are war crimes, but
But hey, we play Rainbow Six Siege, and that's all that game is too.
It's just
Fuse
a war
exists.
crime.
Fuse literally exists.
Yeah.
Hey guys, World War One called.
Yeah.
They'd like their. Hold on, let me find it. They like their war crime back.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, these are actually like not even that. These are actually older than that, considering this is from like a canon.
But still, that's
That looks like it hurts.
Hey, you want a 5-inch shell full of ball bearings?
some big fucking. Those are like tear your arm off ball bearings.
Yeah, these yeah.
Man.
Also like golf balls.
When you and the boys do a little trolling. Look at the man who's about to load it. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He knows he's about.
Hold on. I need to find a very important video because you said trolling and it reminded me of this. Hold on. I know it's from him. I know it's from this kid. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Obviously in my already viewed. Explain the plot of Doom 2016. Doom 2016.
I mean, it's true though. They can do in fact,
A lot of trolling.
Oh yeah, this was actually. I wish I could find the.
This is the YouTuber that your fucking video above with Duke Nukem comes from. He does like a bunch of like.
Oh, like the voiceover shit?
Yeah.
So what's funny is you don't actually understand how these work in the sense that they are actually more of a giant shotgun in the air. Because they're on a time delay, essentially, so when they're thrown into the air, they essentially just fire out like an enormous shotgun.
Why did you assume I didn't know how this worked?
That's
the point of having a charge with ball bearings in it. Is for it to be basically a big shotgun.
It's a big shotgun from the air, so you're basically would just be like, oh, you're having a good time in your trench, not anymore.
Surprise, it's mustard gas.
It's the spicy...
I'm going through my items and stuff. I'm actually going to give Lavinia my fox fur coat.
Okay.
Odd-yssey styling.
She's now has the drip.
Yeah, she now has +5 style. Let's go.
She now has so much drip. Yeah, judging by that first that image of the guys loading the shell, this is like.
They're gaming.
Yeah, they're about to game on these people. Like,
Anyone gaming? When you gotta ask the Germans if they're gaming tonight.
Notice the black spot in that man's head. Like, ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, you know the other side of his face doesn't exist.
Yeah, that he just does not have. He does not actually have a left side of his face. Like, it's just a right half. So, so yeah. So Lavinia now is Dripvinia, and with her fox fur coat, and yeah. What would you? Anything else you'd like to do before you head out on your?
I'm good. I think I'm good.
I have so many potions. It's not even funny.
You are fucking immortal.
You just gotta drink lots of potions.
Chug jug. I'll chug jug with you until I beat the boss with my 2 shields.
You know what you? I know what you need, and I gotta see if someone else has thought of this before. That's not what I want. I don't want Chuck Taylors. Is there no? Let me just.
Zari is the character on the right.
Oh god!
If I actually played that game, that is literally my loadout. Like, unironically, that is the bullshit I would. That is the bullshit I would do.
That shit is so fucking annoying.
That's so dumb, and I love it. Like, it's.
Like, imagine Monty in Siege if he could have a shield on his back and then a shield in front of him too. Just fucking invincible.
Oh wait, no. What you do is you have like, it's a Blitz shield on the front, and on the back it's Monty's shield.
Oh my god.
Chung 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 chung.
But to balance it, you don't get a gun.
Oh,
You just don't have a gun at all.
just no. You only get a Gon 6. You get a reloadable Gon 6.
You just walk into sight, destroy everything while they're shooting at you, and just leave. Mission accomplished.
Just leave.
You can't grab the hostage if that's what you're playing, because you don't have any free hands to do it.
No one has thought of none of shield chucks, where it's just 2 shields attached by a chain. Why has no one thought of this before?
Chucks are awful weapons to begin with.
They are. There's actually a very silly. There's a guy that goes on a rant about it, and he basically just says how you have to ruin a perfectly good stick in order to use it. Like, you had a stick before. Why didn't you stop there?
Fucking true, though. Absolutely true. Yep, that's the big.
Yep. So, yeah.
You ready to go?
I'm.
Yes.
Okay, onward. Let's go to our settlement. Wait, are Mr. Black and Decker there, or are they here?
They've been busy building there for probably like close to a week now. So like, 'cause it's like a few days out from here because there's not really like a lot going on.
Oh, what became of those girls we rescued? That I give them my card and they're like, "Yo, if you're looking for employment."
No, they went to they're already at your settlement. How do you think Black and Decker's crew are like staying entertained? Like that's how you keep people like entertained, is you have like
sweet.
Okay.
Alright, I gassed up the donkey, ready to go.
Okay, yeah. Happy comment noises.
Did you fill a few extra bags of gasoline for the trip? Make sure we load up, fellas.
You gotta fill those garbage bags full of gasoline.
What's the price of gas right now? Like $3 probably.
You know, $2.60. I
don't know.
70.
Bro, everyone's like, oh, it's rising because of the economy. No, it's rising because it's summer. This happens every year. The same people freaking out about it are the same people who they're like, why is it cold again, bro? Who've lived in New England for like 30 years. Why is it cold? Oh, same thing that happens every year.
It's called winter.
It's cold winter. It has occurred very often.
It only lasts for like 3 months.
It lasts anywhere from 2 months to
To the entire year.
6 months, depending on the year.
Yep.
So, yeah.
On the road again.
I still haven't filled up my car yet. No.
No?
No.
Oh,
Why?
it's not who I thought it was.
You want me to leave?
No.
Oh, I just heard
Unless
no
you-
when I joined. Like,
Do you wanna play D&D? Drop in
What?
campaign.
is this D&D?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in D&D right now.
Oh, okay.
Sunday
I-
night, baby.
All right, bye.
Well, if you're going on Siege and want to stream and talk to whoever else joins, you can just go into Orange.
Yeah, I thought you guys used a different channel, so I'm
No.
sorry.
No, no problem.
Bye.
Well, you're good. We're almost
Good
done,
luck.
I think. Or we're done in an hour or so.
Yeah. I have a little bit.
See, I'm not. This Discord is super simple. I don't have the fucking channel for my armpit and everything else in between. Jesse.
You can if you want.
Jesse, I went through all your channels the other day, and there's 3 that actually get used, and it's actually pretty funny. I laughed at your Discord.
That's fine. It
Okay.
took me no effort to make them, so I don't care. It was a mouse click, and that was it.
It's 2 or well, no, it's
Am I the
one-
only?
No, it's a little more than that. You gotta click on it, you gotta type in the channel, and you gotta hit it another button. That's it. It's
What?
3 steps. 3 steps, bro.
Oh no!
That's crazy. That's crazy. Think about you're gonna be on your deathbed, be like, oh man, I wish I didn't make that many channels in my
Oh,
Discord.
Why did we do it? My favorite channel on my channel is the one that never gets used. It's called Something Racist because they wanted something. They needed a channel for something, and so I called it Something Racist. And they said, make it Something Racist. So I named it Something Racist. And I don't even know what's in it. It just has a link to Discord in it. Why did I post that? I don't remember making that.
See, this channel all encompasses. It can be something racist or not. It's completely up to us.
It's blue, therefore racist.
Yep. Mhm. Yeah. Why aren't we in orange? What do we have against orange?
I do not know. Anyways, are you going to spend the night here, or are you going to leave and...
Well, are we full health or not?
Yeah, you've rested 3
Okay.
times.
Okay, so yeah, well, I'm good with leaving. Can we go now? Can we go? Can we go?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we
let's
can go.
Okay.
Okay, bye. We're going.
Okay, so you leave, and you get back out onto the road, and you've been walking for a couple of hours, and then out from the shadows comes a horned figure, who's a regular size this time, not a big guy.
It's Ezra, but he's crawling.
No, it's the other horned guy. Oberon, you notice the familiar horned figure who you met at the camp. The one who told you about, the weird satyrs. It's Xenagos.
That guy.
Yeah.
It's Xenagos.
Yep. He's like, hello
Guys,
again.
This is the god. His name is Xenagos.
It's hard for you to say that. That's I don't even know if that's accurate anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It might be Xenagos.
I am Xenagos. That is accurate. But am I a god still? I don't remember. I don't know. Things have been getting kind of weird around here lately. Hence why I'm not dead. That's something.
Hi. What can we do for you?
Anyways, yeah. So he kind of straightens himself up. He's like, so, I know you're kind of on the road, but you did a really, really good job with dealing with the Bonfire King, the big fat guy who you dealt with last time, and his weird cohorts, which I don't really have an explanation.
Yeah, that guy
for.
creeped me out.
Yeah, he was, same. Anyway, there's if I could help you guys, well, if you could help me again, I would be more than grateful. And this time I can offer whatever power I can honestly offer, however I can help.
So I walked up to him,
Mhm.
and I kind of rip out something to write on, and I scribble down, and I hand it to him.
Yeah.
It says, "Can you remove a hag's curse?"
Ooh, probably.
That's all I want.
I may need you to do work in the future to get materials for such.
That's fine, whatever it is.
Okay. He's like, I might know someone who can remove the curse. I don't know if I can, but I do know of someone who definitely has the knowledge of how to do so, and with her knowledge and my power, we may be able to come to some sort of solution to your problem.
Thanks.
However, I have a bit of a problem of my own.
Sure, whatever it is.
Her name is Callionaria, or Callie for short, because that's a really long name.
Yeah, you don't say.
She's an oracle of one of the less tasteful gods. They've
Who
heard
is
of
it?
her. Her name's Farah, kind of a bitch.
Far? God of the Bullets?
Yep, that's her. Not a fan.
Really? She's a bitch? I didn't know.
Not a fan. She's
Okay.
too structured, I guess is the proper way to describe. Just stick up her ass. No
too
fun.
many rules.
Exactly.
Got
Not
it.
a fan.
Yeah, I don't like rules either.
Anyway, she's been she moved into one of my to an island that some of my people had. It's pretty far off. It's called Krisha. I had a nice little thing going there, and they've started constructing a temple and have started expanding aggressively, so to speak, and it's problematic. So if you could find some method of removing Kelly and Rhea, I would be
Right.
more than appreciative. And
All we have to do is raise the rent prices to drive the undesirables out. It's a proven method. It works.
It's called gentrification. When you want to get rid of people, you just raise rents above what they can pay.
Dude, easy. I couldn't believe this dude couldn't figure that out. Like, come on, bro.
The problem is, though, is that they're the ones charging the rent.
Oh,
That's
no.
the issue.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. That means we just kill them and take their land.
That would be an easy solution. But, of course, being a Faro, she tends to bunker down pretty well. If you could... So, yeah, she's on an island. He hands you a piece of paper. Here's a... this is a map of some of the local islands that should be able to get any would-be sailor over to in order to get them across. So if you could do that, I would be more than appreciative.
Guys?
I'm down.
Yeah,
Do it.
Cool. Let's do it.
easy.
Thank you. I look forward to this hearing from you once this is completed. He walks away into the forest and seemingly vanishes into it with his as is his nature.
Alright.
Okay.
It's a lot of killing missions.
I never said this was a killing mission. This is a removal mission. There's a big difference.
Killing, removal, same thing.
Also, that's assuming that you want to side with Xenagos and not Callie, but that remains to be seen. Anyways, so yeah, you have to get to an island. So
Simple. We'll walk.
We'll swim.
Maybe you guys can.
have you seen
Horses can swim.
At
long
best, horses
distances?
walk along. At best, horses are good at walking along the bottom. If they cannot keep their head out of the bottom, don't try to have horses swim.
Alright, so we gotta go to the nearest town or wherever the water is and
That's about a
find
180
way
essentially. So we
Okay,
gotta get back to there.
let's go back, find ourselves a boat, and get moving.
Okay.
Okay, we do that.
Okay. well, you do so. And, yeah, you 180 back to town. Takes a couple hours to get back there. But yeah, you're back in town, and there's a docks. And that's about it. What are you gonna do?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have to.
Hold on. Alright, so can horses swim? The answer is yes. Horses can indeed swim. In fact, they're actually very competent swimmers because their lungs are so big it enables them to naturally float.
That's hilarious.
And they have the natural instinct to swim when they hit deep water and readily perform a paddle-like action, not dissimilar from trotting. So they literally doggy paddle, and they're very good at floating. So this is actually completely okay. What?
Cool, we can ride Zarya.
Listen, I can float. I don't know about adding extra fucking weight.
Also, the fact that you're wearing plate mail probably doesn't do you any favors.
Nope, you're right. That's a good point. Very valid.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna start looking around the docks area
Okay.
to find a ship and a crew.
I was gonna say, it's probably cheaper to rent a boat than to turn
I was
me
gonna
into
say,
a
if
submarine.
you want to buy a boat, buying a boat starts at 10K.
No, we're not buying a fucking boat.
And that doesn't include a crew. That is buying a boat.
Can we see if somebody will just take us there and we'll pay them?
Well, you have to ask me.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, well, roll me diplomacy.
Diplomacy to
Not a
find a
thing.
job?
You gotta, like, either A, convince
Alright,
somebody,
listen,
or...
diplomacy
find
is not a 5e stat. Stop it.
I'm
not a 5e thing.
I'm sorry!
Learn how to do this. Even
I
I
have
don't
played
know.
so much...
You could do fucking investigation. You could do perception.
Yeah, do any of those. Anything that's not deception. You can do investigation, you can do persuasion, insight, whatever you any of those. Anything that you could reasonably assume could find you a boatman.
Sleight of hand.
11.
Yeah, pro tip, you
I'm
ain't
going to
finding shit.
steal the boatman.
You roll
Alright,
a fucking
hold on. I'll roll then.
It's not even that bad, but you rolled a 1, so I have to make it fine.
Hold on. Oh god, how do I roll?
Guys, I have a trouble. Which way is the boat place? What's a boat?
I am struggling. Hold on, I get it.
You are in fact scared of boats.
23.
Okay. That's far better than I expected, but okay. How do you... Oh yeah, I forgot. You actually have charisma with this character.
I also, you have to remember, for almost 60% of this playthrough, I was forgetting to add my proficiency
bonus,
so.
And also the fact that you have the cape, you have your fucking sick cape.
Yeah, and I have a +4 to insight, or +4 to investigation.
That's
which
fine.
Is what I used.
So anyway, you end up asking around, and it turns out the only person that's really going in the general direction of this is a boat captain by the name of Ericthonius. He is a fairly grizzled old sailor. He's like, hey, I heard you guys are looking to, you going to the island of Cretia?
Yes, please.
He just kind of sits there with his pipe, and he's like, all right. He's like, yeah, I've been in need of a new source of income, so I'll take you wherever you need to go. 200 each, and you bought yourself on board. I got enough food and crew to keep us going on that much.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm down.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
200 each.
He's been 200 each. Yeah, he's been, as he mentioned.
What about the girl? Is she a full 200?
Everyone's 200. It's like she's got to eat. I've got to keep her alive.
Fair enough.
200 bucks.
So,
But
wow,
we don't
200
have to use any rations.
Exactly. This is a fully
minus 800. Got it. Alright.
Why are you doing 800?
Sorry, not 800.
400. Yeah, I was gonna say I can cover myself. Thanks, though. I mean, very generous, but
Very generous.
yeah. I'm like, okay, sure. Minus 8. I shouldn't have said anything. No, I can't.
Anyways,
I
he
can't
sits there and
do
goes,
it.
he's like, it'll be good to go out onto the ocean again. He says, staring out as he collects the money from you guys. It's been quite a while. Local taxes have made it difficult for me to want to import or export, so I've been needing this. He says he collects the money, and he goes, all right. And he's like, we'll be setting sail, and he kind of looks at it. About 3 hours. Do any preparations you think you'll be needing? Because it'll be more than a couple of days until we get there. It's
I think we spent the whole day fucking prepping. Technically.
That's fine. You can just fuck her. You can just say I fuck around for 3 hours. Then that's fine.
I'll make a stop to the local temple. I think before I go.
You know what? I'm just gonna take Lavinia to the spa.
Ooh, I am.
Okay. Yeah. So you do so.
She probably ain't never had a spa day before.
She has never had a spa day
She's
before.
never had a bath.
If you want to, if you want to like fully load her up, it'll be 20 gold. But like this will be like a full like bath.
Done.
Okay, done. Yeah. So she has the time of her life. She's like, wow, the big city's amazing. It's everything I've always wanted. Thank you so much. This is the best day I've had in many days.
Well, seeing that your family died.
Well, they did,
I would-
and also the fact that my dad was kind of a ranting alcoholic before that, and my mother was kind of fucking psycho, and my brother was a little bit distant. So, it's been a rough couple of
Sorry, your
months.
family said, water under the bridge.
Yeah. I'm sure they're fine.
I'm sure they're fine.
I'm sure they're fine. Remembers Color Out of Space. Remembers the mom and son
They're fine.
thing. They're fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're fine.
They're fine.
Oh, I bless the boat.
Good bless them.
I could bless the boat. I'll do that shortly before we leave.
Okay. All right. So you do your little spa time. You have your little prayer. What do you do, North? I already know the answer.
Oh, what? Okay, what do you think? What do you think?
3 hours of time.
You go drink and get some hookers probably for a couple hours.
No, I was gonna go to the spa as well.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say moat
That's-
on the.
Do you want
from
like a
the ship.
fully loaded package for 20?
Yes.
Like you're gonna get combed. You're gonna probably get your mane braided. It'll be great.
He's gonna smell so fluffy.
You'll have like a glimmering mane. Just be like,
You're
wow,
going
this
to smell like a texture. Mm. Fucking scrumptious.
I love it.
Are you looking at my fluffy mane? What are you looking at?
Okay, so you do so. You have you have your spa time. You have your temple time. It's great. Anyways, a few hours later, you reconvene. Ericthonius is and his crew are busy doing the final prep work. They're like, "All right, get aboard. I'll show you." I don't have a first mate name. I don't want to say Smee because it's just too fucking obvious.
Mr. Boat.
Elonius. Elonius will show you your quarters.
Wait, what's this Eric guy's last name?
No, his whole name is Ericthonius.
Okay.
It's his. I don't actually have a last name. I only gave him a first name.
Oh, okay.
But his name is Erichthonius.
Oh, good God.
Ericthonius. Yeah, it's Greek. Have you not seen there? Like, it's like, what's your last name? Like, oh, Hippopopolopoulos. It's like, that's just normal for them. That's actually a real last name. And isn't even uncommon. Yeah, they're aboard. He shows you below deck. You get, it's their cabin quarters. They're not huge, but they're independent. You all have your own independent quarters.
They have ones that fit me. God damn, alright.
Yeah, it's cramped as hell. It's pretty cramped for you.
Yeah, sorry, it's called the deck. Okay.
You have to go with all the farm animals.
Oh, that's just rude now.
I think we did make a barn joke for what your like house was called, but well, your family house was called, but yeah. So it's yeah. You set sail. You settle down. It's nice. Good time. So as you kind of depart,
Yeah.
like on the front of the boat, you see
I was just thinking that.
Eric
even
Thonius
ago,
like
I was like,
I don't
kids
know
are
what
gross
he
and
does.
sticky and loud.
Oh.
I love you because even though you're gross and sticky and loud, I get to touch you.
Thanks. Don't step too late. I'll work tomorrow.
We'll stay up as late as I want.
Okay. You'll regret it.
No, I go to bed like 11,
Time's it now? Oh,
10,
sure.
20.
Alright. I coughed.
Why is he sticky?
Yeah, why are you sticky? That's the real question.
That's my secret. I'm always sticky.
He hasn't showered. He hasn't showered since the pandemic started. That's
Yeah,
what
no,
everybody's
like I left my job in March, and that was the last time I showered. I'm like, I don't need to shower anymore. So.
Who am I supposed to impress?
Yeah, right.
Just like lift your arm and it's just like your skin.
The
just
grass
sticks to
outside
itself.
dies.
So you were saying, Seth?
Okay. Anyways, as you're departing, once you're like kind of like out on the open water, Eric Thonius is muttering to himself, and you notice he pours a large portion of the gold that you gave him just straight up into the water as he says a prayer to his beloved Thassa.
It's an offering.
For a safe voyage, I'll let him fucking do it.
Actually, because Thassa can be kind of a bitch.
Yeah, so if anything, we should not dissuade him from doing
I
whatever.
would say, hey, whatever. That was your price. Fine with me.
Yeah, it's about half. You can estimate it's probably roughly half of what you paid him. Yeah. So you're on the open water. Would you like to? Oh wait, hold on. All right. So yeah, you got boat map.
Let's see.
Yo, it's.
I don't know why there's two top decks. Oh wait, because that's the.
Am I
captain.
seasick or no?
Everyone roll Constitution no for that answer.
Okay. That was a
You just don't like
constitution.
you don't like being on a boat though. It's just weird.
Ooh.
Yeah, everyone's okay. Oh wait, roll for Lavinia, Jesse. She probably doesn't have a great Constitution, but just give me a D20. Yeah, no, she's fine. Actually, with an 8, yeah, she's still fine. That's acceptable. She might be a little bit nervous because she's never been probably on a boat. Never mind out on the open ocean, so she's probably a little nervous. But she's not objectively sick. Yeah, so open ocean. It's big and vast and flat and it's there. Yeah, so North, what are you doing?
I don't know. What is there to do on
You can
big
drink,
boat?
sing songs, you can stare at the ocean. I don't know. I mean, people are it's daytime still, so you can't like gamble below decks and have the fun stuff, but you know,
Oh,
it's
dang it.
not yet. That comes later.
Okay, that's later. Then I guess there's nothing else to do than to stare at the giant, scary ocean.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, I'm gonna be above deck, soaking in the daylight while I can.
Okay. A large seagull lands a little bit out of reach from you, and it's just kind of sitting there. And it's kind of squawking at you, kind of being a bother.
Bitch. Punch
Is
it.
like to me?
No, to North.
Oh, okay.
Go away, flying sea rat.
It kind of like heckle. It kind of like I don't describe it as heckle. It's like it's you're being harassed by a seagull.
What, you want to fight?
It's kind of like it's gonna flash. It's like I can't do seagull noises, but you know, it's
Roll
gonna
for
be
initiative.
Yeah, so are you gonna do anything, or are you just gonna let the seagull harass you?
Well, if it's getting close to me, I'm gonna swat at it.
Yeah. You kind of give it a just roll me an attack check like an unarmed. Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I want to hit it.
Yeah, just roll the hit.
You crit it and it's like.
Well, it's unarmed, so you don't get like okay.
Oh, critical miss.
Yeah, you kind of like, if anything, you kind of like swat, but like lose your balance and kind of like you kind of just like fall and you kind of like fall on your ass because you kind of lose your balance just due to
Damn
like,
these sea
probably,
legs.
probably something. Yeah, Eric Thonius kind of like walks up to you and goes like, "Bad luck to kill a seabird."
We'll tell the seabird to go away, or else it won't die.
I walk up
the-
to it and I give it a ration.
Entire ration.
That
bird's not flying anymore today. That bird is officially grounded for the day.
Yeah, the seagull quite happily snags the ration, starts eating like the ration, like pretty much in there, and Eric
Chokes
Thonius,
and dies.
yeah, Eric Thonius is like, that is not what I was expecting to happen there, but
Wait, did it die?
no, it's just eating.
No,
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's gonna
It's just
have
eating.
fucking long-term diabetes though. Like Jesus.
Hopefully, you didn't feed it any bread.
He will be the king seagull.
Like the biggest,
Leader.
thickest of seagulls.
Have you guys ever been walking through Boston and like you point at a pigeon because it's clearly the biggest pigeon and you're just like, that is the king pigeon?
I have not. But
It's just the fat you find. That's what you do. You find the. That's what you do. You find the fattest pigeon out of all the other pigeons, and you're like, he is the king pigeon.
they call him King Pigeon.
Yes.
I'm gonna be below deck. I'm gonna like sharpen my weapons and like mend my armor, which I have never taken off at this point.
See, that's why
I'm
we're
gonna air it
sleeping.
out. Yeah.
Well, you have to actually to sleep because you
Okay,
can't-
sure. But yeah, I haven't like tailored it and.
I
kinda,
think
like,
the only
got the
armor you
scuffs
can
out.
technically sleep in is padded armor, but that's
that's
me
true. Okay.
thinking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like mend those things.
Okay, so
Whistle to
you
myself.
go about mending stuff. It's I mean it's a nice tranquil day. North is just feeding. I'm not North. Oberon is feeding seagulls. North is kind of just glowering at seagulls. Yeah, that's Lavinia is probably, I don't know if she's above or below deck, probably depending on her mood, one or the other. Just like reading this book and is rather enthralled by it. She hasn't like really stopped reading it like since she got it. And she kind of just like flips through it, and it's she's very intrigued by it. But
Kids and their books these days. Back in my day, we didn't have books.
We had the wall. We would stare at it.
okay, so yeah, I guess I'll just pass the time. I mean, it's a couple of days out, anyways. So yeah, it's nighttime. It's tranquil. So, do you want to go like gamble below deck? Like, now's where the
Heck
fun
yeah.
time.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So they're on Skeleton Crew. There's alcohol and funny sea shanties, and there's gambling. There's no hookers, sadly, but there is gambling.
Are there any other women on deck?
It would be really weird if they just had hookers on a ship and it's just like, we don't get very much business up here.
The answer is no. It's a ship. There's a reason that sailors.
It's a pleasure cruise.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just,
I'm gonna stick really close to Lavinia.
Isn't it bad luck that me and her are here then? Because isn't that like the old like women on a ship cursing us, seafaring men?
don't remember if that's a thing.
I feel like that's always a thing, unless it's just a fucking trope.
I think it's
No,
I think it's the
definitely a
female
thing.
captain. I think if it's a female captain, that's
It's considered bad luck, but there is
not
weirdly,
just females on a ship.
yeah, there's
Maybe.
weirdly a number of weirdly people always point out like, oh, there's not enough women things. Like women were actually fairly successful captains of boats. That was one thing they weirdly got away with like pretty well. But
Yeah, maybe it wasn't captains. I could just be totally wrong. I don't know anything about.
I mean, that
boats.
could be. I mean, put it this way, it could.
I hate the ocean, so
Oh,
I was gonna ask, have any of you ever been on a boat at night while it's in like mid-ocean?
It's great.
It's terrifying.
It's the
Yeah,
worst.
It is a fucking void.
Yes.
It literally is.
It's cool,
nothing.
but it's
no
also
lights, nothing.
it's cool and terrifying. At the
It's
same
like
time.
space, but there's air.
Yeah.
It's like space, but you know what's actually out there. It's just
I'd-
more water.
I'd first-
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
it's a dark, eternal void full of unseen horror.
But yeah, and the thing is, like, yeah, space is fucking scary. But the fact that we know what space is like versus we don't know what interstellar space is like, it's like.
Also, we don't know deep oceans that well either. We know more about space.
We
than
know
do
it better. That used
No.
to be the thing. No, like over the past 10 years, that's been improved a lot. They've been doing like a lot of 3D terrain mapping of the deep trenches and shit, and a lot of submarine vehicles are able to hit those depths now. So it's not as bad, but still yeah, we don't know a lot about. It's not as fucking.
Not quite as scary as it used to be.
No, but it's still pretty. I mean, it's the ocean in general is pretty scary too. So, but you know what's really terrifying? What's terrifying of all? It's our sun.
What?
Our sun is terrifying.
The sun, of course, the sun is scary. Why do you think people used to worship it?
Do you know what the Carrington event is?
Or maybe I do, but I don't know it by that name. What is it?
The Carrington event is essentially the most realistic apocalyptic scenario we could face, where basically back in 1850 or whatever, there was it's every once in a while the sun just PMSs its solar storms and knocks out
and
any
it just,
electronics.
throws,
It's basically
solar
a
flare at
big, yeah, it's basically a big EMP that would just actually cover the Earth.
Or just cook us if it's really big.
Yeah, but it
The sun is a massive incandescent gas that
Yeah.
gigantic nuclear furnace. And made of it. Oh, what did I get?
So I think
Get my text again.
I'm sure the chances of that event happening anytime soon are low, but they're not zero. So
Yeah, also the fact that there is, also the fact that the sun is a giant fucking laser that's inevitably going to that is basically the source of all life, but also the source of all death in our fucking universe is gonna be. Yeah, entertainer. So, yeah, if you're gonna be gambling, whoever's gambling, just roll me a G20, see how you're doing.
Me.
I'll do it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Just a flat D20.
Party, priestess, party.
Flat D20.
Yeah, are you gonna drink first or no?
Not yet. I will after.
Okay, congratulations. So far, you. Okay.
I fucking knew it. I shouldn't have. That's just.
All right, Zarya, you've lost to 60 gold.
Okay.
You're having a bad night.
I'm gonna go drink.
North, you gained about 15.
I gained what?
15.
Rad.
You're winning, not a lot, but you're winning. And let's
Give
be
me
real
my
here, you
200
guys
back.
are basically infinitely more wealthy than everyone on this ship. So they're thinking they're winning a shitload of money, where you guys are losing basically
Penny slots. Penny slots.
What a bunch of losers! They
They're
don't even
basically the
know.
equivalent of if Elon Musk lost $100,000. Yeah, guess what? He'd probably be upset. He's man, I lost $100,000. But the person who won, it's holy shit, I just won $100,000.
I'm gonna drink. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a drink or 2 drinks, and I'm gonna give one to Lavinia and be hey, been in that book an awful lot. Just take a break before you straighten your eyes out.
She's
Try this.
it's tricky. It's you say that, but this person is really, really smart. Uriel, something like that. As she rolls it over, it's she's I don't know, some fucking wizard or something. But this is person knows their shit. She's.
You look over into the book. There's just a cutout, and there's just a Glock inside it.
And it just says, "I started blasting" by Prince Salim.
Oh god, no.
It's just a fucking gun.
Anyway, I'm yeah, but you should take a break. It'll be here tomorrow. I promise.
Will it though?
Yep, I promise.
She's like, I think I might have almost figured out how to make a light spell, so I might be able to read at night too. She says, like, rubbing her eyes. She's been clearly.
How big is this book?
It's like you have to remember, it's like a spell tome, so like, it's probably only like 300 or 400 pages tops. But like all of it
by now, bro.
But like all of the material in it is like you have to remember that like wizard spells are like dense mathematical problems. So it's basically like reading like advanced
fucking calculus book.
Yeah, like exactly. Where it's just like piles of equations, and it's just like this equation that's like 16 pages long will teach you how to make a light.
Equations are easy if you know what they're applied to.
Yeah, I know, but like when this is being applied to unraveling the very fabric of the universe, then yes, because it'd basically be like, imagine if I could tell you a math problem that right now could tell you how to throw a fireball across the room. That's how wizard spells work. That doesn't make any sense in real life, but that's the point. That's why it's really hard to be a wizard.
Alright. But you should still sleep. Otherwise, your concentration won't be good.
She kind of yawns. Yeah. It's a real yawn.
They're
yeah.
so immersed.
Yeah, so immersive. Like the guy through his all I remember is when I fucking had Will laughing the hardest was when I just had like a bunch of cans on my desk and I'm like, oh, he goes looking through his potions, knocked over a bunch. Yeah, so it's a night. She's like, all right, I'll stop for now, I guess. She says she finally shuts the book and like sets it aside. She takes a second, like, this is pretty strong. It's clearly some semblance of what would be called rum to us, but I have no idea what the fuck.
So I said, hold on, and I go like gather some like fruits and stuff and squeeze in like fruit juice into it and like kind of make a mixed drink out of it.
Congratulations, you've now made grog. She drinks it and she winces, but she kind of nods and goes, "It's not bad, definitely better."
Bro, I'll just get some milk and make her a Mepsi.
No.
rum, fruit juice, milk.
Yeah,
No.
And the thing is that
Mepsi.
not only is it Mediterranean, but if you're trying to deliberately make grog, it's probably like citrus. So you're just squeezing citrus into fucking milk.
It's basically cheese.
Oh yeah,
Watch it coagulate instantly.
It's coagulated like cheesy, fruity rum.
Yo, water's fine, bro.
Just give me the grog.
I'll drink
the ocean, please. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll drink the seawater.
Ugh. That's gross.
I still have to write something about my idea of like, I'm surprised there isn't like some weird cult or religion from history who would like just drink a shitload of seawater and with whatever delirium they fall into, like that's how they like think they're seeing the future and shit.
There probably was, but they're all dead now.
Yeah,
because
there's
they
no
drank
record
seawater.
left. Yeah.
Like they wouldn't do it like all the time, but like that's like one of their rituals, is just drinking a shitload of seawater.
Until their feet swell. They're just like, why are my feet swelling?
It's a sign.
It's a sign from Ocean Jesus. Actually, Game of Thrones had one of the cooler religions was the religion of the Church of the Drowned God, and in order to like get inducted into it, they actively drown you and have to resuscitate you.
You had to die.
You actually had to drown, and they have to resuscitate you in order for you to become indoctrinated into the religion. Bear in mind, like the phrase, like the catchphrase of their religion is that which is dead may never die. So, kind of not exactly the most like cheery of religions.
Name one cheery religion.
Rastafarianism.
Okay, name another one.
Discordianism.
Alright, honestly, shut up. It's not the point.
I know. The answer is I had to think a lot harder than I should have had to.
Name a real religion.
Discordianism.
Alright, listen. Fuck you.
So yeah, we're just
Okay. So
chilling,
yeah, you're
drinking.
chilling, you're drinking. Did everyone roll me con saves? Did anyone roll me a con save? Otherwise,
For
we
what?
can't
Yeah.
do it. Oh, that is that 10 your con?
No, wait,
Yeah.
for what?
No, wait, no, that was your for like
no,
no. If
that
you're
was my
drinking,
bet.
you're drinking
Oh,
a
for
shitload
drinking?
of rum.
No.
Yeah, you're drinking a
My
shitload
con?
of rum. So everyone roll me
Oh.
con. Everyone who's
Oh,
drinking.
oh. So roll another con
Yeah.
for my.
I'm fine.
What I get?
Yeah,
16.
you just toss them back. It's fucking fine. You're
Okay.
both fine.
First one's me.
I'm curious if Zarya's even that drunk. Jesse, you're pretty shit. You're drunk. You're not like shit. Lavinia
Wow.
takes it like a fucking champ. Holy
It's
shit.
because I diluted hers with fucking juice.
Yeah, but
the
you
Pepsi,
forget
bro.
though that diluting will just she's still drinking the same amount of alcohol. She just
She's
has
just
other
not
stuff.
drinking as much of it as fast.
Because now it tastes like
Well-
shit.
What do you mean, grog is probably delicious.
Probably.
I mean, rum's good. Like, and actually, I've kind of. I mean, the drink that I've been making a lot recently is from Danger 5, and it involves, it's mostly rum and orange soda, and it's fucking great.
Cool.
And you also had crushed ginger in there. I actually added a little bit of Angostura bitters.
Cool.
But yeah,
Some
it's-
of us have working kidneys and livers, so.
I do too. Otherwise I wouldn't process
as
it.
far as you know, for now.
I mean, otherwise I'd be dead because the alcohol would stay in my
Bro,
body. And
after the hospital, they were like, "Bro, your like livers and kidneys are like the healthiest we've ever seen." Like, yeah, I don't do fucking anything.
that's amazing. That, I mean,
I passed
that's
out for
good.
5 days from an infection in my fucking brain, but bro, your fucking liver, kidney.
At least
Top notch, like, nice.
the replaceable organ. At least the replaceable organs are working.
Yeah.
What's the one that's not the
Relax.
only completely non-replaceable organ?
I mean, listen, I don't need to use it that much.
Just,
I'll be fine.
head empty.
Yeah.
No thoughts.
Dude, I'll be better at Siege. 0 IQ, just fucking whatever.
Just play
Yeah.
Ash, Sophia, fucking
Dude, they can sign me on to just remove my brain, sign me on to BDS. I'd fit right in.
I would have said phase, but BDS is acceptable.
I would argue BDS is worse when it comes to just fucking. Oh, we're just gonna frag. What is the objective anyway?
What? Wait, you can plant?
Why do you think they're so good on coastline? No one will take them coastline because that's the frag map.
Yeah, because it's as
They just
as
don't
one of
have
the
to plant.
commenters said, I'm having octagon. We have a square. It's
Yeah.
called coastline.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not a bad map. Like that's the thing. It's like it's a perfectly acceptable map.
I think Favela 2.0 is really gonna be top notch.
I don't. Well, the thing is, they've mostly made. I don't know if I can say they've made the new maps are objectively worse. I can say that I may have
Yes.
enjoyed the other
Well,
ones.
Border is a complete. The rework set where they just like change like one or two things, like how they made that bathroom, like downstairs site on Border like more viable because now you can make a rotate.
Or like cafe.
Yeah, but like anything that sees a major overhaul, bleh. So Hereford
It's-
Base, House.
Well,
like, all
Hereford
those
Base. Okay,
maps are
Hereford Base was never
never
good.
good to anyway, but
Like, let's be real here. Let's just throw out Hereford Base. Hereford Base is a fucking awful map and will never be good.
yeah, the major overhaul ones are always just bad.
House is sad because House is just like it was just a. I forgot House was like a map, and now I'm remembering. I'm like, oh my god, fucking House! Like OG House is such a bad map, but it's so fun to play.
The thing is, I'd rather play OG House than.
I
the
would
House
so
we
much
have
rather
now.
play it because it's objectively terrible.
But it was balanced
it was fun.
because it was terrible for everyone.
Yeah, really, it just if you were playing, if you could choose your maps, you just don't choose the over/under map. You just don't choose that one,
Yeah.
and
Oh, I forgot
and then
that
it's
was a thing. Oh.
yeah, like Kids is a meme, but is fun. Like what was it? Master.
So we're gonna do. You know what would be actually incredibly balanced if we
Like,
actually
guys,
unironically
Wait,
did.
can we like move this along? We're getting very
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine because I'm basically wrapping it essentially after a small story event, and then we're pretty much good for the night because I'm not going to drag us into combat because we're not going to finish that tonight. And I'm not going to leave us hanging with like half the notes. I'll just have something scary happen and then end it. But yeah, what is it? What's the fun, incredibly fun thing?
Oh, I was gonna say we should do, unironically do custom Bartlett U. None of us know the map.
I agree.
None of us. Absolutely no one knows
true.
it.
No one. I have a semblance, and then I go, but like, could I defend it?
No. Could I attack it? No.
Nope. Don't know.
I think that would be fucking fun.
That would. It's almost like, is it fun because we're just like hating ourselves, especially with like modern ops. Like, how does Ace play on here on Bartlett U?
We'll find out.
Like, what is the proper zero cam placement of Bartlett U?
We'll find out.
That's why I wanted to see, like, I would really want to see Pro League done on like shitty maps and see like what they could come up with. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do on Favela? Like, that's not even that bad, but, like, imagine pro play right now with all the ops on Favela.
They'd be as clueless as we are.
It's like, what do you do? I don't know. Oh, we gotta go to drugs. Well, let's just fucking... What's it? Open concept. It's like, everything's an open concept. They can't plant if we can shoot them at any angle.
And the thing about that one site is if the floor was destructible, that would be perfectly fine. That site would actually be viable, but it's the fact you can't shoot through the floor. That's what makes that map awful, or that site.
Yep.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, let's get back. Let's finish this up.
Yeah, we've only got a few more minutes. I'm ending on a story note. Yeah, it's a great night. You go back on deck. What do you do the next day? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna meditate and all that jazz, all that goofy church shit.
Yep.
As the kids call it.
Alright. Just all
I'm gonna
day.
see if Lavinia, like, actually went to sleep.
You definitely catch her at least once pretty late into the night, trying to read, but she does go to sleep eventually.
Okay.
I'm just wandering around in circles on the deck being like, why is the ocean so damn boring?
Where are those fucking seagulls? I'm gonna fucking go.
just hates, just throws fucking, uses a spiritual weapon on a fucking seagull. Bad luck to kill the seabird.
Just imagine casting Fireball on a fucking seagull.
On a wooden ship. Yep. Good idea. Excellent. Next to open stores like gunpowder. Yep. Excellent idea.
Okay, there's no actual cannons on the ship, I'll say that.
Oh,
We're
immersion
defenseless.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, there's no black powder in this campaign yet, at least.
I want to get shelled with fucking giant
shrapnel.
Is there spare lumber around?
There is, not for you to use without asking, but in the bowels of the ship there is planks and boards for.
I'm gonna ask the captain if I can use that stuff to make makeshift like crossbows and like big ass crossbows, not like little things.
I prefer you didn't. I mean, especially if you're not gonna pay for it. It's.
I will pay for it.
Okay, well. Don't use more than a few planks. We do need
just enough to make two, one for the rear, one for the back.
Oh wait, are you trying to make are you trying to make like a
ballista
stuff?
type
Oh,
thing, yeah.
Oh,
a few more boards than that.
Yeah, you're gonna need that. That would require. He's like, no, I'm not gonna let you make anything that big. That is far too much lumber for. There probably is some degree of defenses. Like you probably see probably a couple of bows and whatnot stationed around, but like. Yeah, no,
I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna spend my time crafting the best lock I've ever made. I'm gonna go above and beyond and do that.
My magnum opus.
Do you have like materials on you, or like are you gonna try to get like?
You can melt the ball bearings down. He's got 5,000 of them.
That is true. I mean, that'd be really shitty steel, but yeah, you could do that.
I'm gonna use more than just steel. I can use gold, steel, conglomerate
Melt
of
down
things.
his coins. Make the golden lock.
But you have like no real forge. Like at most, you'd be using like cook pots and everything like that. Like you're not gonna.
There's coal. There's fire.
It's a true
Yeah.
test of a good locksmith.
Like, come on.
Yeah, you could probably make a lock. Like, roll me, I guess, like an intelligence check.
I'm a fucking locksmith, bro.
Oh yeah, but there's no like profession check. I know. But use like your intelligence. You can use like, and it has proficiency and everything. But like it's like you're a locksmith, but it doesn't mean you're like a materials engineer. You can't like fabric.
13.
Yeah, you know what? You honestly, considering the mediocre level of materials that you have something that would pretty effectively lock a door. Like, you couldn't easily break this, like, with what you have here. Like, you don't have like a forge or like a workbench.
Okay, so it's not better than
This one,
my last.
No.
my
Fuck no.
perfect
That thing probably took you months versus like a couple of hours, like probably like a day's worth of work. Actually, the fact you're even making this in a day, considering your lack of materials, is pretty generous. But yeah, no, you make a lock that could effectively lock a door. Like,
Okay.
It's not bad. It's a pretty simple
Okay,
affair.
so in my inventory I have one lock. Did I actually do anything with the other lock? Or did...
You still have that. You're still like showing it to people. People talk to you about it, and you don't shut up about it. But yeah, you have.
So I have a... What would you describe it as for a lock? Just a lock.
Wait, yours?
Yeah, the one I just made.
Oh, I would call it a lock.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you have a lock.
Be like, hey, what you making? A lock? What? Why?
It's a board.
I mean, it's not uncommon for an adventure to need a lock. Sometimes you need to make people not open stuff. I mean, I guess it's weird for the rogue. Actually, the rogue would make sense. I feel.
Why are you covered in locks? I don't want to be opened. Just make lock chainmail.
Yeah, like that. I can actually see it. That actually would look pretty sick. Hold on.
It'd be so fucking heavy.
Oh, I never said it would be useful at all.
It'd be enough bullshit to trip up like a weapon hitting it, though.
Oh no, it would definitely be like if you have like a few dozen locks, you could probably use it as fairly effective armor from like certain weapons. Like you probably still get kind of messed up and everything because you're still getting hit by like at what is essentially a bar of iron, but like it would be. It would probably keep you somewhat alive, assuming you are capable of blocking it, like not touching it. But yeah, it would work. You can see it. Okay. So anything if everyone's done, proceeds to evening. But when the moon rises, it's a dark, murky green. Like it just like I don't know if it's unknown if it's the ocean, and Eric Thonius kind of looks at it and goes, "These some bad tidings. I don't know. I've only seen that moon go that color once." He sighs to himself and shakes his head.
What happened?
Thassa abandoned us for the night. We don't. She's like, my true beloved escaped. Oh no. Okay, his voice, but like a regular guy, but with the giant beard. I mean.
You said green mist, and that's all I could think of.
Green. Yeah, he's not. The moon is, but like, yeah, his color, like that's like the color of it.
Oh no, we've entered Ireland waters. We're in Irish waters now. Oh no.
Also, this is my headcanon for Eric Thonius.
So you survived though.
Well, yeah. Everyone's got to survive to tell the stories, lad.
All right, so it's not that bad then.
Well, he's like, I'll just have it at this perfectly comedically timed moment. You see, you hear a loud gurgle coming from the edge of the boat, and 4 large, imposing figures haul themselves over.
Sweet Davy Jones.
So yeah, let's rewind it. Ow.
We're being attacked
That was fun,
by
though.
global warming. Oh no.
You hit global warming. Dude, to be fair though, there was the other night when I was coming home, there was like a